When the calendar flips closer to September, fans across the world know one thing for certain: Jungkook's birthday is approaching. This year, however, something unusual has stirred excitement and speculation far beyond the regular celebrations. Members of BTS were seen returning to Korea earlier than expected from Los Angeles, where much of their overseas schedules had taken place. The timing was not coincidental. With only days left until Jungkook's birthday, all eyes turned to HYBE headquarters and the people behind the scenes, led by Si-hyuk himself, as whispers spread that preparations were underway for one of the most significant events in Jungkook's career and personal life. Birthdays in K-pop are never just private affairs. For idols of Jungkook's magnitude, they transform into global festivals, with fans taking over digital spaces, cities, and even public transportation systems to send their love. Yet this year feels different. The sense of anticipation is amplified not just by ARMY's energy, but by the actions of those closest to Jungkook, his group members, his company, and even Si-hyuk. Their sudden movements have left fans piecing together the puzzle, asking the same question: what exactly is being planned for Jungkook? The sight of BTS members arriving back in Korea earlier than expected triggered waves of speculation. They had been engaged in activities in Los Angeles, ranging from recording sessions to private commitments. Yet, for reasons not officially announced, they all returned before their schedules dictated. For a group with such a global presence, schedule shifts of this nature rarely occur without purpose. The coincidence with Jungkook's upcoming birthday raised immediate assumptions. Fans noticed that their return allowed enough time for rehearsals, meetings, or even a full-scale preparation for something larger than an ordinary celebration. The timing was too precise to ignore, and the narrative quickly formed. This was not just about convenience, but about commitment. The members were prioritizing Jungkook's day, and in doing so, they turned his birthday into a matter of collective importance for BTS itself. There is a subtle but powerful meaning in this. In the often rigorous and unpredictable life of global idols, personal occasions like birthdays can be overshadowed by professional demands. Yet for Jungkook, his group members appear determined to ensure the opposite. By returning early, they sent a message: his birthday matters not just to fans, but to them as brothers and colleagues who have shared the journey since the very beginning. The involvement of Si-hyuk, the founder and chairman of HYBE, elevated this moment to another level. Known for his reserved yet impactful presence, Bang rarely steps into personal occasions unless there is significance attached. Reports of him and key HYBE staff gathering for preparations hinted at a plan that exceeds a simple cake-cutting or video greeting. Si-hyuk has always played a crucial role in Jungkook's story. From recognizing his talent at a young age to shaping BTS's path to global dominance, he has witnessed Jungkook's evolution from a shy trainee into one of the most recognizable artists of his generation. His decision to take part personally in birthday preparations suggests a symbolic acknowledgement not just of Jungkook as an idol under his label, but as an individual whose journey represents the triumphs of HYBE itself. For fans, Bang's involvement brings an added weight. Birthdays for idols are typically fan-driven, with companies offering small gestures. But when the chairman himself is seen planning, it creates an atmosphere of something unprecedented. Whether it is a large-scale event, a tribute project, or a collaboration with fans, the underlying message is clear. Jungkook's birthday this year is not ordinary, it is historic. Beyond the visible figures like Si-hyuk and the members, the quiet work of staff plays a crucial role in shaping such occasions. From logistics teams to creative directors, HYBE's workforce has reportedly been mobilized to ensure everything is executed perfectly. Posters, digital campaigns, and stage setups do not appear overnight. They are the product of weeks of coordination. This year, the signs of that preparation are already visible. Fans in Korea and abroad have begun spotting teaser-like movements, unusual shipments around high buildings, rehearsals extending late into the night, and increased activity on HYBE's digital channels. While no official announcement has been made, the evidence points toward a scale far larger than what might be expected for a simple celebration. The staff's effort reflects another important truth. Jungkook's birthday is not just personal, but professional. It is an opportunity for HYBE to showcase its relationship with its artists, to remind fans worldwide of its ability to honor them not only as performers, but as individuals. In celebrating Jungkook, the company also reinforces its bond with ARMY, whose loyalty forms the backbone of HYBE's global success. Even without official confirmation of what HYBE is preparing, fans have already launched their own celebrations. Across Seoul, posters and billboards carrying messages like "Happy Birthday Jungkook" are lighting up subway stations, bus stops, and commercial districts. In cities abroad, similar displays are appearing in New York, Tokyo, London, Jakarta, and beyond. For many armies, birthdays are a time to give back to honor Jungkook with projects ranging from charity donations to artistic tributes. The phenomenon demonstrates the unique dynamic between Jungkook and his fans. He is not simply an idol admired from a distance. He is a figure around whom communities are built. Through their celebrations, fans not only show their affection but also project his presence into public spaces, turning urban landscapes into living tributes. This year, however, the fan-led efforts seem to be aligning with the company's own. Instead of existing in parallel, they are forming a collective wave of anticipation. Fans sense that HYBE is preparing something equally monumental, and this synergy has created an atmosphere where every day closer to September feels like a countdown not only to Jungkook's birthday, but to an event of cultural significance. Jungkook's birthday has always been meaningful, but this year carries a distinct weight, with BTS navigating their current phase where members balance individual paths with the promise of reuniting. The symbolism of unity is more powerful than ever. The members' early return, Si-hyuk's presence, and the mobilization of HYBE staff together create a narrative of solidarity. For Jungkook, often referred to as the Golden Maknae, this may be the clearest sign yet of how much he means to those around him. His artistry has made him a global icon, but within BTS and HYBE, his identity as the youngest member cherished, supported, and celebrated remains central. This year's celebration is not just about marking another year in his life. It is about acknowledging his role in shaping a movement, his connection with millions, and his journey from Busan to the pinnacle of global music. It is also about reminding him and the world that despite fame and distance, his birthday is still the most important day for those closest to him. While the scale and logistics of preparations dominate discussions, the emotional undertone cannot be ignored. For ARMY, the sight of members returning, Si-hyuk's participation, and the early flood of birthday tributes stir feelings of pride and nostalgia. They recall Jungkook's early days, his struggles, and the milestones that brought him here. The preparations highlight something deeper: love and recognition. In an industry often defined by relentless schedules and impersonal systems, the effort to honor Jungkook in such a visible way speaks volumes. It suggests that beyond the machinery of K-pop, there is still room for genuine care. For Jungkook himself, this may become one of the most memorable birthdays of his life. The convergence of members, company leadership, staff dedication, And fan devotion creates a unique harmony, one where his importance is acknowledged not only as a performer, but as a human being whose existence continues to inspire millions. Bang Si-hyuk's personal involvement is a clear signal of intent. As the founder and executive chairman of HYBE, his presence is typically reserved for matters of corporate strategy, high-level partnerships, or major milestones. His decision to step into birthday preparations, therefore, changes the entire meaning of this occasion. Reports suggest that Bang has held closed-door meetings with senior HYBE executives, creative directors, and event organizers. The purpose? To craft a birthday event that is both intimate and monumental, balancing Jungkook's personal identity with his global stature. For an artist who has become the face of global campaigns and broken chart records, HYBE understands that any celebration must reflect both his individuality and his worldwide impact. This gathering of leadership also reflects an internal recognition. Jungkook is not simply an artist under their roster. He is an anchor of the company's cultural legacy. His birthday provides HYBE with a rare chance to humanize their image, to show that behind the business empire lies a genuine respect and affection for the people who built it. What fans see in public banners, posters, stage lights is only the tip of the iceberg. Behind every celebration lies an army of staff whose efforts remain largely invisible. For Jungkook's birthday, however, HYBE appears to have mobilized resources far beyond the norm. Creative teams. Designers have been tasked with creating new birthday visuals that reflect Jungkook's growth. Unlike generic posters, these visuals are rumored to incorporate themes from his solo works, stage performances, and even personal hobbies. The intent is clear: to showcase not just Jungkook the idol, but Jungkook the individual. Event planners. Staff have reportedly booked venues within HYBE's headquarters, as well as external spaces to host private and possibly public-facing events. The early activity around HYBE's main building has fueled speculation of rehearsals or secret installations being tested in advance. Technical staff. From lighting engineers to sound technicians, preparations seem to involve production-level detail. Some fans speculate this could point to a performance element, perhaps a surprise showcase or a filmed tribute. Digital strategy teams. HYBE's digital staff are also in motion, coordinating social media campaigns, fan interactions, and possibly streaming arrangements. With Jungkook's fanbase spanning every continent, a digital component would ensure the celebration reaches armies worldwide in real time. This orchestration highlights how deeply HYBE values this moment. Birthdays may seem personal, but within the K-pop system, they are cultural milestones, and HYBE is ensuring Jungkook's milestone is remembered for years to come. One of HYBE's most effective tactics has always been secrecy. They rarely confirm details until the last moment, choosing instead to let speculation build anticipation. For Jungkook's birthday, the same pattern is visible. Neither the company nor BTS members have explicitly revealed plans, yet enough hints have surfaced to fuel global conversation. Secrecy serves several purposes. It allows HYBE to control the narrative, ensuring that when announcements are made, they carry maximum impact. It also heightens the emotional payoff. Fans who spend weeks theorizing and anticipating experience a stronger sense of connection when the surprise is finally revealed. In Jungkook's case, secrecy carries an additional layer of symbolism. His career has often been marked by unexpected moments, surprise covers, unannounced live streams, and sudden stage appearances that leave fans speechless. By building his birthday around suspense, HYBE is echoing the very spontaneity that defines his artistry. While HYBE prepares behind closed doors, fans are already transforming cities into living tributes. Subway stations in Seoul are covered in birthday messages, while entire LED screens in Times Square, New York, have been booked by international fan bases. Donations are being made to charities in Jungkook's name, including educational initiatives and humanitarian causes. What makes this year unique is the apparent alignment between HYBE and ARMY. In previous years, fan-led efforts often stood separate from official company actions. This time, however, signs suggest collaboration, or at least synchronization. The scale of HYBE's secrecy seems designed to complement, rather than compete with, the massive energy fans are already generating. By doing so, HYBE creates a unified experience. Fans celebrate publicly while the company builds anticipation for an official unveiling. Together, they form a global chorus of recognition for Jungkook. It is worth reflecting on why Si-hyuk's involvement carries so much weight. Beyond being the executive who once chose to debut a group of underdogs, Bang has long been seen as a mentor figure to BTS. His relationship with Jungkook, the youngest member, is particularly significant. He once described Jungkook as someone with limitless potential, a diamond that needed guidance to shine. Now, years later, Jungkook has surpassed even those expectations. From topping Billboard charts to becoming the global face of Calvin Klein, he has proven himself not just as a performer, but as a cultural figure. Bang's decision to personally oversee his birthday preparations reads almost like a full-circle moment, a mentor honoring the student who grew into a leader. This symbolism resonates deeply with fans. It reminds them that Jungkook's journey is not just his own, but a shared story between artist, company, and fandom. Bang's presence assures fans that the man who once believed in Jungkook still stands firmly behind him. Birthdays come every year, but the intensity around this particular celebration feels unmatched. Part of it lies in timing. BTS are in a transitional stage, with members balancing individual commitments and military service schedules. Jungkook, as one of the younger members, carries both the weight of the group's future and the pride of its legacy. This makes his birthday a symbolic anchor. It is not just a personal day, but a moment of collective reassurance. For fans, it signals continuity. Despite the challenges of time and circumstance, BTS remain united around the youngest member. For HYBE, it is a chance to reaffirm commitment to their artists as individuals, not just business assets. For Jungkook, it is likely a reminder of his worth, not as a global superstar, but as someone who is deeply cherished.